Hello and welcome to viewers of Good Morning DRC. Today is Thursday, 22nd of May. I thought about bringing you this topic that is going on the internet at the moment, and a lot of people are talking about it. I just wanted to give my views and also looking forward to receiving your take on it. This is to do with the way that Trump received or at least welcomed. Um, Ramaphosa in the White House and what was talked about. Now, after what happened to the president of Ukraine, a lot of people kind of expected that something would also kind of go in that direction when Ramaphosa gets to the White House. But I don't know, but I'm just kind of, putting things together here. It started attracting my attention a little bit in terms of what is happening, especially when, they mentioned the situation, i.e., that there is a genocide going on in South Africa to do with white people. And I was really shocked, and I was like, if there was any genocide, I haven't heard about it. So I went looking and just basically trying to do a little bit of a house or homework, and I did, to my conclusion, like there is none going on there at the moment. But why is it on about this matter? Why is Trump not letting go on this situation? But obviously, and through my digging, I believe that, it may be true, it may not be true, but I want you to tell me what you think as well. But some people do think it has to do with Elon Musk, who is an advisor to Donald Trump. As many of you would know, that Elon Musk is South African by nationality, and his family is from South Africa, and they have immigrated to South Africa, done a couple of generations ago. Whether or not he himself was born there, I'm not quite sure, but I do know that he is South African by nationality. So Elon Musk has business that he wanted basically to have access to in South Africa. Obviously, I know he's made his millions or billions prior to moving to the United States, but this is more to do with Starlink. Starlink, as you know, is an internet or a satellite, which obviously gives also internet provider as well. He wanted to have Starlink covering South Africa, or at least do business in South Africa with Starlink, and it just basically did not go through because it failed all the regulatory. Requirements of South Africa, and that's the reason why it didn't go through. But he wasn't happy with it, and so he and a few of his friends, or a couple of his friends as well, who are from South Africa as well, that they used to live in apartheid South Africa. A lot of people basically are throwing things around to say that, look, this man is still nostalgic of, the era where, they used to be the supreme, or if you like, authority in South Africa, or he's still basically looking to that past era where, black people didn't really have a place, in society as all. But I don't really know much. I would love to hear from you. But Starlink is basically one of the reasons as to why, because he still wants to have Starlink in South Africa. And so he will leverage on this situation here to cause Trump, who is, his buddy, and get him to get the South African government to open up space for him to have access to the business that he wants in South Africa to do with Starlink. Now, if that is true, then that is really a bad way of going about doing business. I don't know, but it's unbelievable. You probably know that there are about 59 or 49 families, South African families, who have been granted refugee status in the US, when we all know that the Americans don't want refugees, don't want immigrants in their country since Trump moved into power. But to say that they're now just opening this window to receive in South African families and grant them refugee status. That is really mind-boggling. And I believe there was an issue in the Senate. Now, about this, just to question to find out from Marco Rubio, what is this special status that you're granting Afrikaners in the United States? I mean, it went all over the place, and they had to give reasons as to why this was happening. But anyways, I'd really love to hear from what you're saying. From what I gather, the conversation in the White House went not as Zelensky's one went, or at least it didn't really they didn't really have that bad conversation, if you like, because Ramaphosa played it really safe, and he was calm and collected, and he knew how to play Trump, and he likes to hear people who are praising him, and I think Ramaphosa did that to the best of his ability, and it seems like in the end they worked out. They had a good conversation, put it that way. The outcome of this will only we'll find out in days to come. But it just seems like he did manage actually to save the day in the White House. But it tells you who is the big shots here. It is what it is, and African leaders, as well as European leaders, they have to bow down to and bend the knee to Trump, because that is a superpower, and that's how it goes. But as far as Starlink is concerned, it is now in the DRC. They rejected this in the past, but with the Trump deal that is going on, Elon Musk has had his way in the DLC. Starlink is there. It's they've opened doors for him. They shut him down before, but given that there is now this deal with the US and being Trump's buddy, they have to do business that way. So now he has access to the DLC, which is not far from South Africa. Now I don't know how things will unravel, but this is really the situation. But this is politics nowadays. Eh? I like to hear what you think, but to me it just seems like yeah, welcome to the world of politics. But but let's put it out there that there is no white genocide. I mean, all this paperwork that was showing Philip Ramaphosa there, pulled up stuff and from ages ago, and yeah, there is really a lot that's going on. But I think if Elon Musk ends up getting his deal for the Starlink in South Africa, then he would have won this contest. But let's see what happens. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to our channel and give us your comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.